Well, the passage of time affects flashbulb memories and basically affects all memories. Things become less accessible over time to us. They become simplified, and just like other memory representations, it's subject to distortion. So researchers, for example, have interviewed all the people who were at one location, maybe when the Challenger explosion happened, and they all have this crystal clear memory. It's just that they don't all agree.
Not only can memory be influenced by the passage of time, it can even be lost or interfered with.
Displacement and decay are two ways that working memory can fail us, and therefore information can fail to get stored in a longer-term memory system. Remember, working memory is short-term memory, and we only have a very short amount of time, only 30 seconds to a minute, to operate on information in working memory so that it gets into a longer-term memory store. For example, let's say that we want to call Papa Pete's Pizza. Papa Pete's Pizza has about 7 numbers in it, and that takes up most of our working memory capacity. We can only hold about 5 to 7 pieces of information in working memory. We begin to dial the number, but right at that time our roommate interrupts. Our roommate tries to talk to us about something else. All of a sudden the information is displaced by whatever the roommate has said. That's one way that working memory can fail us, through displacement. The second way that working memory can fail us is through decay. Maybe you rehearse the number several times on your way to the phone, you dial it, and then immediately you forget it. That's a simple process of decay. After 30 seconds to a minute, the number is simply gone.
There's another major cause of forgetting, and that is retroactive interference. That is the learning of something new interfering with the memory of something that you have previously learned. So there is a substitution of new information for old information. Now that old information may still be there, but the new information may overwrite it in such a way that you can't recall the older.
Another type of memory failure is the one that is generally assumed happens with aging. While there are some psychological reasons for memory failure in older people, such as Alzheimer's disease, it's a Western cultural misconception that all older people suffer from that condition.
American society is rife with stereotypes, and numerous studies have documented that fact. Furthermore, senior citizens believe these stereotypes. Some studies have shown that if you show senior citizens negative stereotypes of their own memory at an unconscious level and give them a memory test, the seniors who have seen those negative stereotypes perform worse than they did before they saw the stereotypes. Conversely, if you expose them to positive stereotypes at an unconscious level, their memory performance actually increases following exposure to those stereotypes. So stereotypes are clearly powerful.
While Harry and Charlotte have an exceptional ability to recall long-term episodic memories, they find they need to work on the areas that involve short-term memory.
As far as memory, I think for the most part, I can come back with most details. Names is what I think is a weakness. Oh, and also, where did I put something? Well, let's say my glasses. I'm starting to get a pattern of action for my glasses, but I can set them down and not remember where I put them. Then there's the search. That's annoying. So I've got to have a better system. I was at the Ocean View High School, and I created a memory pattern where I gave them a keyword like avalanche for A, bed for B, and so on. And if you take 20 words and create a story, you can do it for short memory.
We are all interested in improving our memories, whether it is to make better grades at school, improve our skills at work, or to keep mentally active as we grow older. Experts say there are many ways to improve memory.
One of the things we can do is exercise. Exercise is great for keeping blood flow going to the brain and enhancing our ability to process information effectively and efficiently.
Using the brain keeps it active. Using the brain causes changes in the brain that are associated with memory processes. Using the brain also makes sure that the blood supply, the vascular supply to the brain will be adequate. This all happens at the same time. So the best way to keep a brain working optimally is to use that brain as efficiently and as effectively as you know how.
I'm also involved with my church pretty actively. I'm the head of the service group, and I'm also the head of the speakers program. So I'm...
Harry's interested in everything, you know.
So it's fun.
Exactly how memory works is still largely a mystery, but psychologists have made great progress in explaining the processes of encoding, storage, and retrieval. We have also come a long way in understanding why we forget some things and remember others. Though we are still deciphering the mysteries of the human memory, we have seen through the lives of Harry and Charlotte Selling its amazing capacity for continued growth and endurance.